So between that and Climax, what tells kind of the story between between literally like, you know, you making music, having fun making it, having the kind of the connections are to have the resources to make it, and then you started dedicating your own time to your own music and your own projects. When did you get a chance to start doing that outside of popping in the studio every now and then?
Like releasing my own records.
Yeah,
right?
like actually going to the studio for your own studio time.
Yeah. So for my own studio times, this actually started off of early in high school, first year in high school. That's when I started doing real studio, because we go to school, and then, you know, when school closes, there's a studio in our area. I mean, that brother lives here in the States now. It's an actual studio, so we actually, you know, get there. He makes the beat, we do the music, create 1 song, 2 songs, and then by the time I was out of high school, we got the opportunity to go on radio. There's a radio program. It's like a battle program.
Oh,
like
you was freestyling?
Like a versus.
Ooh.
Within that period of my high school, 1 to the 3rd year, I was going to school, recording music, getting on the radio show at the same time.
Oh, you was hot back then.
So we were popular and hot.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is nobody knew it was me. I was Stonebwoy in my whole hood, in the whole of Ashaiman. And people walked up to me and asked where Stonebwoy is. Then I gave them a different direction.
Wait, hold on. So they know your voice though.
This happens for like quite some 5, 6, 7 years, bro.
What?
They didn't know.
Why did you do it like that?
Yeah, because definitely, bro. It was natural with it, because guess what? At the time, there was no internet. There was no Instagrams. There were no social media applications that was audio and video at the same time to just give you up immediately. But there was a lot of audio avenues, which was the radio. So they knew my voice, they knew the Stonebwoy vibes, you know, but they couldn't really, I was not getting into the print media at the time anyway. Yeah. So, and I was in school at the same time. So it was cool to do that stuff. So it's only when you knew me at school that you would know, because I perform at entertainment. You know, I do all them on there. So a few people knew me, but those who were not sure about it, I didn't give them any clue. And majority didn't know Stonebwoy at all, but they didn't know me by face, but they knew me by, you know, there's one guy that's buzzing from the hood. You know what I mean? So it was not intentional to try to throw them away, but I really, really love my piece. I'm one person who's like, I love my piece. I love my own space. And I still have that till today. So you can realize that I'm not always present in person.
You know, not always in character?
I'm not always there like in person, but I'm always there. Like my music is there, my videos is, you know what I mean? Personally,
I see what you mean.
I'm not always like, so, you know, that's how I did. Recorded my own songs. And so I did start early.
Okay.
That's
you did. I'm getting to understand you've been doing this.
Exactly.
You've been making music, you've been recording. Exactly. And at any point in time, you had a vessel to record through.
Any point in time, what?
You had something to record through, whether it was a cassette, whether it was...
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So before I switch over, I want to, and I kind of know the story a little bit, but tell us about the day you got the name Stonebwoy.
The day I got the name Stonebwoy was right on that platform, the battle platform. So the first time I was going to go on air, it's like you see like 50 to 60 boys outside. And then the show host, Dr. Duncan, would come. Dr. Duncan would come out and select by face. So he looks at you, looks at this, looks at that guy, say, you come. That's when you know, thank you, God. He just looks by face, nothing. So it's like, I don't know if it's luck or anything. So whatever you got to do to be selected by face. Sometimes when he's in a good mood.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's what he was doing.
Sometimes when he's in a good mood, then he would be like, okay, he comes out. That's when you go early. You have to go early. And then people will just start freestyling, bro. So whichever one catches his ears, he's like, okay, you stand on this side. You're going to go on air today. That's like, you're going to go on air. It's just like you're going to be posted on Instagram today.
That's huge.
That's huge. Like, yo. So what? You know, because I went in there. realistically, I had an accident, right? Mm-hmm. Before finishing or completing junior high school. So all through that period, I still love music so much. I mean, I went through the hospital situation, etc. Mm-hmm. So while I was going through school, I had like a walking aid, you know. So I used to go walking aid for, you know, because I'm healing and that. Mm-hmm. So I think that was what caught his eye. And before I got on that show, there's a classmate who would be like, no, you're hot, you have to get on radio, you have to get on this show. So there was another classmate, a schoolmate of mine, who was also on that program. And he had only started like not more than a month, you know, just like fresh. And we find out that, he was in our school. So that means he could actually be a lead to the program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one time that mate of mine went to him and be like, nah, Tali, you have to because he, you know, you have to, there's my friend, he can rap. You need to put him on. Like you need to show us how did you get on that radio program? You know what I mean? And that's Sarkodie. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Sarkodie. One of the biggest rappers from Africa, from Ghana.
Pronounce that for me one more time.
Sarkodie.
I'll try that.
Or say Sark.
Sark.
Yeah, Sark.
Sark.
Yeah.
Sarkodie.
Exactly. Repeat it.
Sarkodie.
That's Sarkodie is a T.
Sarkodie.
Yes. So that's how it went. Oof. So I really don't remember how, but he came back with a certain news, and then it was like, okay, this weekend we're going. I'm like, all right, fine. So weekend he comes to my house, and he comes on a bicycle. Oh my days, like I'm looking fine. So how do we do? We put a bicycle aside and then we manage. I think I went on the back of the bicycle and from my house to Tema, where the radio station is a while. And we're little boys. We don't have money we don't have money for transport. Nothing. We're just senior high school kids. I'm using a walking aid. I need much more care. I can't be going through just anything. But however we managed to get there, I don't really remember. But I remember he came with a bicycle, but we got there. And it was that same day, that same first day that I was selected. I was not looked over. And that's like, with amongst 50 boys. So he comes and picks me up and say, come. I sort of like saw his eye looking at me standing there with a walking aid, So I think that was what caught his eye. Like, somebody's different amongst you guys. Come, let's see what this guy can do. So when he put me on the mic inside,
you went crazy.
The first one was like some rap. It's like, huh? The second thing came out and I was singing. The third thing came out, I was doing some dancehall part. I was like, what?
Yo.
It's like one little boy with some tiny pitch tone, and he saw the energy.
What were you wearing that day?
I probably might be wearing like one of those tops with is an Adidas. I remember some of the things.
A tracksuit?
Tracksuit with jeans, something like that.
I was going to wear Adidas today.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, right there, he had paired a few people who had gone on and, that just like a whole host. So if you can rap, he pairs with a rapper. But when it got to my turn at the time, he came to get me into the studio. There were no rappers. There was one guy who could do dancehall as well, like, raga and kind of thing. So he said, okay, fine, you pair with him because I saw you do something like that. What's your name? He asked me first. I'm like, my name is Livingston. My name is Stone. Because my name is Livingstone.
Yeah.
So they call me Stone. So Stone. So my name is Stone. And then like, okay, fine. We have a Stonebwoy in a place, Rude Boy, Stonebwoy.
It was over with.
And we have Tobado Neja. I think if that's the right name, some of the names. And then, all right, cool, let's go. We got it. We did freestyles. Then I murdered him. And that was my first skill.
Yo, you said that so calm, y'all. I murdered him and that was my first kill.
Yeah, so that's how the name Stonebwoy came alive right there that day. That's it.